You can try trick me. No, no, no. Can't trick me. Can't connect. Listen to that. Don't you try con me. Don't try. Baby, don't you try pick me up now. Don't you try con me. Baby, don't you try pick me up now. Don't you try con me. Baby. You heard him. Don't you try to con me. Good evening. Coming to you from LA. Man, this is everything and anything, and everything and anything is happening in this country right now. What's gonna be the outcome? I'm gonna tell you what you should already know. That this country, this government has been lying since 1776. I'm gonna point them out to you. Okay. And the lying is being done by people like MAGA. They've been doing it forever. Indians, they're savages. They don't even know how to. Black people, they're lazy, shiftless. Criminals. What did he call young black men this in America? That they're savages. They're all savages. And then he pardoned Lil Wayne and Kodak and them and whatnot. And I'm not saying that they're savages, but they don't need to be pardoned. But this country, y'all, you never do any research, any true research. You just listen to what the government says. Come on, this is McCarthyism in the new millennium. That's all, and it's not working again. Come on, people. Can't we just live together? Now they're saying that white people have been treated very badly in this country. Very badly? Are you kidding? Has anybody ever thrown food at you while you tried to sit down and have lunch? Has anybody ever sick German shepherds on you while denouncing the Russia and Germany and Hitler when you're doing basically the same thing that they did? Been lying to us forever. Trump just took it to the 10th power. Everything comes out of his mouth is a lie. You listen to that State of the Union tomorrow. You're, and I want to see somebody get up and holler liar like they did Obama. Because they all lie. Trump is just taking it to the 10th power, and he's got a button, and he's exposed. Thank you for putting him back in, because now we know the deal. Okay? And I hope you hurry up and take care of him, get him out of there so we can get him in the courtroom before he decides to clock out. What did Tim Kimmel say? He's surprised he didn't set his nipples on fire. Look, get this man out as soon as possible so that that's why he's doing everything. Now they're trying to say that. Well, what are they doing? They're doing everything they can to distract you and to get this whatever they need to do done in record time. The transformation of America into Russia. They're trying to do it quickly now. They want to. What is this other congresswoman? She's chirping up now. Where she's been with her? They're all in this cabal. Gabbard, Tulsi Gabbard, talking about Obamas and everybody need to be arrested and stuff. Nobody arrested. Everybody they arrest is a scam. They're wasting your money. Then they got this knucklehead over there in Italy partying it up with the hockey team. And what? These fools they raping this country, man. They're destroying America. The stock market is, countries don't want it. They're pulling out trade with us. Farmers are going bankrupt. Get the truth, please, before it's too late. Get this dude out of here so we can get on with these trials. because the reason he's doing it because this man is not going to make it to 27, in my opinion. His health is. I don't care if you impeach him, but get it done before the next year so we can get on with these trials. I don't know why y'all didn't do it in the first time this dude is a criminal. You're just showing America that the elitists are running the country like we always knew and telling lies forever. Bush, the weapons of mass destruction. This guy every day, all day he lies. I don't even know. It's ridiculous how many things he says he's going to do and he's done. Most of it he can't do it. He hasn't done none of this crap. Like he's like the taco y'all have called him. He's a taco. Trump always chickens out, just like this Iran thing. And then now he's got us exposed. The generals came out and told him we don't have the firepower to they all Russia. Why is Russia having such a hard time if they're a superpower with little Ukraine? They all lie. Ain't no damn superpower. A bunch of pedophiles running the whole world. Ain't nothing super about that white supremacy. Why you not living a supreme life if you're a white supremacist? It's ridiculous, man. And you guys fall for it all the time. This government's been lying to us ever since. That's why they want to take that shot. But if you want to stay employed and not be on the street, I don't want anything that this government is dishing out. I took that COVID money, though. And they tried to screw me on that. Man. And that's what they do. These guys haven't been paying taxes or anything. They do their best to hire the best accountants to keep from giving the government that they are now running money. And this dude is over in Vietnam setting up deals for his family. They don't even the first term. What? Who is Kushner? What is his title? They just banned his father from France, and he's the ambassador because he's a pedo too. Remember what he did to someone? Set him up with some prostitute or something. Dude is a convicted felon, man, and you guys are putting him in government. Good Lord, man! And now you want to keep all the other even felons from voting. How did he vote? How did Trump vote? In that's something interesting. Felons can't vote. So did he vote in 24? They don't care. They don't care, man. So if I get pulled over by the police, I'm gonna say, man, you know what? Leave me the hell alone, because I'm not doing shit that they ain't doing in Washington. Excuse my French. Okay, up in the government. Starving people, suing people. How many this is our money they're using to do this. This is our money that they're using to sue with these frivolous lawsuits. Took Letitia James in there. Boom, throw it out. It's bogus. You don't even have a real lawyer. This chick isn't even a real lawyer. Now she's still practicing law. Come on, man. This country is they're being exposed for what they always have been. Great. When? Someone please tell me. They're going to continue to lie. They're going to continue to lie, and the dummies in this country believe them. And I've been saying this ever since he got in the first term. Everything that he accuses other people of is the very things that he is doing. What was he saying during his first term? That Obama, Clinton, Soros, Oprah, all these people are running now. I thought it was far-fetched for anyone that was running the country to do that, to have that. But how wrong was I? The Republicans got one, and he's sitting right up in the White House. whoever's in the Epstein files. Trust me, and there's many more. If you ever start investigating, that may not be in there, but are effective, and that the limo driver said he was in a limo with him, and he wanted to pull over and lay hands on this fool. I know it was a brother. Well, he probably had daughters. He's a brother or a gangster. Because he had daughters. He said he heard Trump on the phone, man. He said he felt like pulling over and putting hands on that fool. But they don't follow tips. They bury them. They say they're not credible. They don't even see if they're credible. Many people. There's one thing about Jay-Z, man. They got picked out now when there's photos. I don't believe it. I gotta. It's got to be exact proof because AI is just ridiculous nowadays, man. It's ridiculous. I saw a photo, and it could be true because who said that she was over there as a teenager? Beyonce. So one of these was it Diddy? I mean Diddy. Diddy ain't saying shit right now. He might be saying ooh ooh. Anyway, or he making somebody say that. He is Diddy, but hold it. One of them 50 or who's a cat? One of them said and they showed the baby. I don't know if it was the first one, the oldest girl. I don't know if it was her or or I don't know who. Yeah, but she looked young in that. She wasn't that young, was she? She looked real. That had to be like a cousin or a niece or something. I think I'm not sure. See, that's why I don't right now. I don't trust photos, man, because AI is just too ridiculous, man. And these people will try. Russia is all in social media. That's what social media is right now. They took that shit over. Y'all better get off of that jab crap unless you want to be a Russian, unless you want to contribute or get fooled by that stuff. So beware, but something's gonna happen here, man. Something's gotta happen because these people are about to lose some money. Now they're saying that the stock market is crashing, but I got stocks myself, and I just looked today, and there ain't nothing wrong with these stocks yet. Okay, there's nothing wrong with these stocks, and I want to hear these people about the gas when we were during the holidays when the gas was under what they were trying to say it was under $2. Never was that, but it was close to $2. And but now it's just regular, back to regular. You'll get a break once a year. They'll give you a break. It's back to normal now. Trust me. If it's back to normal here in Cali, it's back to normal everywhere. So come up off of that. He doesn't. He's trying to grab oil. He's trying to keep oil relevant for Exxon and the rest of these Chevron and all them. But they already got they're not losing. Come on, they got billions and billions of dollars to fall back on, man. They paid billions and billions of dollars all throughout the years. Gas is always going to be, oil is always going to be a commodity that's needed. It may not be needed as much, and that's good because we've seen where measures were taken to make a world healthier. It's done here in California. That's why people come on, man. They get ready to screw up all these events that are coming here. The World Cup don't want to come here no more. This is a racist now country. They know it's racist. They know it's been racist. But it's also you can come here and if you are legit, you can make something of yourself. Even if you're a crook. Look at Trump. He's been a crook all his life. Trust me, he has. Trust me, yeah. That's why he never got nothing. I mean, he built his empire in New York, but his daddy started him off. And how do you bankrupt? Because come on, people have already been telling you. You put a guy in there that has no business savvy. He lies about his businesses. Go do some research, please. A lot of this stuff is on record. He tries to hide it. That's why he couldn't hide these files coming out. The whole world is run by a cabal of sexual deviants. That's why I'm saying now, put some women in office, man. Men are distracted by punani. Trust me. Put some women and gays, because gays are the only ones. The LGBTQ community is the only one that gets stuff done. The rest of these fools sit up there and fight. The LGBTQ community got rights and everything now, And he's trying to strike that down. He's trying to strike that down. But none of that stuff he's talking about, taking away the Black history. What else was he doing? The EPA and all that. We'll just put it all back in place and, get on with life once we get this fool in behind bars. Please make it happen, America, because the whole world's looking at us and laughing and not wanting to come, not wanting to do business. Maybe the stock market is not suffering yet, but when these when these fools start, because all billionaires ain't pennies, ain't in this ring, and I'm sure there's more that are legit than they are. Of course, maybe not legit. Let me put it this way: they're not sexual deviants. The majority of them, I'm pretty sure, are not sexual deviants. Now, I'm not going to say they're not, doing other stuff, but we can't have that. We can't have none of it, but it's going to go on in this country because, that's what we were built on, man. Just deception and, everybody wants to be rich. Not even know what that takes and what kind of character you have to have. Look at some of these athletes and people that have degrees, supposedly, that are rich. Look at the choices they make. All these rich guys, and a lot of them make the bad choices, and those are the ones we're hearing about now in the news that are abusing people and wielding their power over them to make them go away. In some cases, murdered. They got cases where people in government, man, it's this one. Who is this guy? Is he Louisiana guy? Where the girl set herself on fire miraculously, committed suicide and set herself on fire? Really? He's in government? His ex-girlfriend that they had a major breakup. Now she set herself on fire. Who does that? Women. Man, look, that's why I learned a lot watching these murder shows. I was addicted to them. I know I'm going long. I was addicted to them during the pandemic. I taped them all, watched them all. Snapped is in his about 40th season. Killing is a big business in this country. It is. It is one industry that will never suffer. Killing. Snapped has been on over 40 years. Dateline. Keith Morrison. Storyteller supreme. And look, and I learned a lot about murder, about how the police, track these fools and how they think they can get away with stuff when a lot of times they do. And money plays a lot in it, politics, but something got to be done about this. It is getting really, really crazy. I hope we can get these people in courtrooms, especially the leader of the cover-up. He's sitting in the White House in control of this country, just making money. His family is getting rich. Did you look? Do some research, please. Download. They hit how many million? Oh, Midas Touch Network. They hit 6 million. 6 million subscribers. 6 million subscribers. And tomorrow is the State of the Union, which is toe up. The economy is tanking. Anyway, tomorrow is that, and they're having an alternative State of the Union, like they tried to do with the Super Bowl, which I heard went terribly wrong. Anyway, they have an alternative State of the Union where they're going to tell the truth about the State of the Union instead of sitting up there listening to lies. And he don't mind. He'll do it in the courtroom if he's called. He won't get on no stand. He's not going to get on the stand. Are you please? But anyway, tomorrow, Midas Touch Network. A lot of the Democrats, most of them are not going to the thing. And I heard some people, prominent figures in media, and saying that they're wrong for not going. Come on, man, get the heck out of here. I'm not supporting a pedophile ring. Are you crazy? If I was a Republican, I wouldn't go. But look at MTN, Mighty's Touch Network tomorrow. A lot of them will be uh, joining in on that town hall. It's going to be online, I guess, on YouTube. I guess I'm not sure, but I'm gonna look for it. And also, they got a lot of stuff where Gavin Newsom, who's probably going to be the next president, and I'm not mad at that because I see what's going on here in this state. You know, regardless of what they tell you, they lie. Why does everybody want to live here? I mean, of course, the weather has a lot to do with it. I came here from the East Coast and stayed. But why is all the major things to make money? Well, of course, there's more billionaires here than any other state. So that may be part of it. But still, the economy here is the fourth largest in the world. Something's got to be being done right. I mean, you could make illegal money too. Everywhere illegal money is being made, and we know that. But that doesn't bode into our economy. I mean, it may bolster it a little, but it doesn't overall tell you, how a state is run. And I've seen the homeless population, that everybody always wants to talk about in crime. Crime is in every major city, so stop that. And the homeless population is bigger here because, oh, duh, where would you rather be homeless if you had to be? Here or in New York or Chicago right now? Okay, today, finally, we had a few days of rain, but what is it right now? Well, overnight, we get, the nights of rain is sometime in the high 40s overnight, which is real cold for LA. We're in a valley, people. Come on, and it's not a rain here, and no humidity. Sometimes it's more of it's dryness, dry heat when it's here. It gets cold at night because we're in the desert. It doesn't get cold at night. Doesn't matter, But anyway, so all those lies about all the time telling you so many lies. I can't even get to all of them. There's so many lies this country is told. About people, about countries, and now it's to the 10th power, and we got a bunch of sexual deviants that need to be gone. Okay, I'm gonna put some links in the comment section. Hit me up if you got any comments or you agree, disagree. I'm not trying to be famous or anything. I'm tired of social media where you get a bunch of robots, and I want to let whoever my kids know that hey, I wasn't with that crap. And if I'm an educator, so my thing is do research, find some credible sources to do your research. Get off TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all that crap. Get off of that stuff, man. It's ridiculous. They're just tracking you, knowing what you want, what you do, programming you into believing the lies that you hear. Don't believe them. There's a whole bunch on YouTube too. If I know who the credible ones are, I tell you every time. Mr. Global, Midas Touch Network, Brian Kim. Those three for sure. If you want news, regular news, PBS. They don't have no sponsors. They ain't trying to please nobody. That's why I'm trying to get rid of them too. They're not corporate connected. They're connected to mostly donors. So anyway, hit me up in the comments. This is everything from Los Angeles. Out. Don't try to trick me up now. Don't try con me. Baby, don't try to trick me up now. We talk on the phone, good. So no go on like the first time the topic come up. The link we agree, so we should. But anytime the linkage to make girl, they never turn up. Why when a action time, things have to come up on a